Coach, a series win over International, even with all the craziness of Friday's weather. Just give us your overall thoughts on the series win.
Oh, I thought, one, we handled the weather great. And I think, we talk about athletics and it being just sort of a lesson for life. And I think baseball players, but our baseball players more than general, we're so good at just handling whatever life throws at you. Sometimes it's good stuff, sometimes it's inconvenient stuff, sometimes it's bad stuff, and our guys have always been really, really good at focusing on what is the task at hand, and so I thought they did a great job of that, obviously on Friday, and then we didn't get a whole lot of sleep and came back to go Saturday and perform well, and we played well. So that was really good to see, and we played well in back-to-back games. So I don't know if we've really done that all year, and so obviously pleased with our progress and pleased with the result.
And then heading into the double elimination series, taking on UAFS, got the 3-1 win over them in early March. What are some things that this Rams team needs to keep an eye out for with that fourth Arkansas team?
Well, they're really good. They're a really senior-laden team. Back when we played them, which was a long time, they're really on a roll. And we sort of, and that was when we were dealing with a bunch of injuries. I think if we went with 4 openers in all 4 games of that series. So a lot has changed, but it was big for us to go on the road at that point in the year and go win 3 hard-fought games. They're pitching, they throw strikes. They're not going to beat themselves, and then offensively they've got some guys that can swing it. And so this is their last year in the conference, so I'm sure they like to probably win it, and then they're the last. So last one. So it'll definitely be a challenge that first game, and it's a tournament though, and that's the one thing you got to realize. It's a long way. You keep playing till you lose too, hopefully.
But you had 2 really good performances on the mound in basically back-to-back days. I guess 3 or 4 if you count the closers and whatnot. This has been y'all's strength all year. How important is going to be leaning on the bullpen and just moving through the rest of this tournament?
Well, the bullpen, it was good. We got to give Caleb a weekend off. He's, been a workhorse for us back there. Johnny Stacy's emergence the last month has been really good to see. And then our starting pitching's been good. And then, I agree with exactly what you said, but statistically the offense is the top 10 in the country. And our pitching's about 50th. So it just our offense gets a real bad rap, and should probably be getting a little more praises than what they're getting. But our pitching is awesome. We feel like we're a really well-rounded team. We lead the conference in defense as well. So I think all of us, including myself, what we've done the last 7 years is unheard of. We've been to 3 straight World Series. We've won the conference every year, either the regular season or the postseason tournament, every year since 19. And in 20, we're the number 1 team in the country, and the world stopped. So this team has done a lot of great things. It's just the guys that came before him did so much great things that, maybe not there, but this team hadn't written the end of their story. So I wouldn't be surprised if we go do it again.
I think, Coach, without violating doctor-patient privilege, what's the condition of Isaiah Gutierrez after he took that shot in the head?
Well, he's got a lot of hair,
Okay.
and I think it caught his glove.
Oh.
I'm not a doctor, so I don't. He seems good, but I'm not a doctor, and I know of nothing right now, so I think he's good.
And how much is the relief not facing WT and having them getting knocked off by, you know?
Well, I mean, it's been every year, hasn't it?
I know, and this year, we
So,
go through there.
I mean, just history repeats itself a lot, Julio.
Yep.
So I don't know if they've made the second round in 4 years, but Fort Smith's a really good team. You know, WT's a really good team. There are a lot of good teams, but nothing was a surprise. I mean, nothing's gonna be a surprise. Whatever happens this weekend, whoever wins it, I don't think it's a surprise because got a lot of good teams, and it's been as evidenced through the regular season. It's been really even. So.
I was gonna ask about Gutierrez
Yeah, again,
He finished the game and.
yeah, I mean, our trainer, Megan Potoff, again, I stay out of that because, one, luckily no blood, because if blood, two of us are down. So she did a great job, did whatever, and he said, I'm good. She said, he's good. So we were good.
Thank you,
What's
Coach.
looking like for Austin Beck, though?
Man, he's continuing to rehab, and he's getting better.
Okay.
So say your prayers tonight and hope he's healed tomorrow.
He would be redshirt, he'll have more eligibility, or how does that work?
Well, we're worried about this year,
Okay.
so
I know.
we want to. I mean, if he can play and he can help us, we'd love to get him back out there. But again, I'm not a doctor, so when they tell me he can play, we'll evaluate when that happens. I hope they tell me he can play today.